So that part's good. So the rear end of the transmission should mostly, if not entirely, be disconnected. But then I need to move forward, look at the transmission on this side, and see what I need to take off. Hopefully it's mostly just those bolts that go around it, and should be good to go. Wow, it's dirty under there. So the plan is, yeah, just take out the transmission today. It is definitely hotter today, unfortunately, so I will need to constantly be drinking water. I think I dehydrated yesterday too, so that was not good. That dirt out from under there. Sliding around on dirt's not fun. Making a mess, my tools won't be able to find anything if I keep that up. Drive shaft's disconnected. Managed to kind of just set it over here. So that's out of the way. This is the end of the transmission right back here. And right now this side's sitting on the thing here that can move out of the way. And this has been sitting with rust penetrant overnight, so hopefully it'll come out without too much trouble. Let me grab that light. So that clamp brackets onto the transmission, and these bolts hold the transmission in, so I shouldn't forget to put this bracket in when I put the transmission back in. That would be bad. I think my best bet is to get that small bolt there. I left my 10 with the other tools that, I don't know. Oh, just not moving. Let's see. Yeah, that one's like jam stuck on there. Oh, hold on, what's this over here? Man, getting these exhaust bolts off would be easier if the exhaust wasn't in the way, you know? Let's look around the transmission, make sure everything else is disconnected, and we'll come back to that. Alright, so I see we start trying to get these bolts out and work way around, disconnect more stuff. I think we're good to go ahead and just drop this a little bit. Might make it easier to reach around it. Oh yeah, that makes it a little easier. See up there at least. Yep, 17. All right. I get in the way of what I'm trying to do, then the floor does, and then everything else decides to. I really should just pick up a ratcheting thing for my torque bar. That would be ideal. Oh, I can also raise the transmission back up a bit. Maybe. There it goes. That'll give me a little more ground clearance. Alright. There's 3. Oh, is this? Aha! There's my not deep socket. Oh yeah, that fits a lot better. This is a nut, not a bolt. And really tight as well. Okay. Okay, so that's loosened. No, no, it's a 14. That's a 14. Do I have a 14 half-inch? I do. You gonna give me any room to be under here too, or is it literally just either me, the floor, or the crowbar? Or not crowbar, what is this? Breaker bar. That should be loose now. Wow. That one's stuck. Man, okay. Yeah, that's really on there. I did manage to get those two bolts, the small ones, loose. There are two more bolts. They're 17s on the very top. I think those are the last two bolts. All the bolts around are still in. I was just cracking them all loose. So those are the last two I need to crack loose. However, to reach them with the breaker bar, I think I need to get one of those ratcheting pieces for breaker bars and stuff like that, because it'd be extremely difficult to get it just the right angle to get it out. And it might, I don't know, maybe I could do it, maybe I couldn't. I'm a little tired and frustrated about the whole thing being difficult. But got past some of the hard stuff. Those last two on the top are actually not too hard to reach. They're just not, there's not a lot of room to use the breaker bar full swing. So might be able to pick one up at the store locally, so I'll look around and see if I can pick one up. Then once I break those two free, I can take the bolts out, leave one in, put a jack under, support it with some wood, and put the last bolt out, and then jiggle it free. And I should have a loose transmission. Yay! Then I'll start working on it, hopefully. Cool. Alright, so still working on this. Got back from the store. Managed to one wheel all the way there and back. Well, I had to walk a little bit on the way back, but you know, I got this because it looked interesting and it might actually be useful. We'll find out. And I got a couple of ratcheting breaker bars. They didn't have like the super long ones at the store, but they did have these. So I got 3/8 and they're reversible, and a 1/2 inch. So hopefully this will help me remove that last troublesome bolt. Or those last two that are not really troublesome. They're just hard to reach for the brake bar I currently have. Definitely shorter, so it'd be harder to pull, but that ratcheting part might be very helpful. And this is definitely longer than my other bar here, or wrench. Yeah. So, well, let's figure out if this purchase paid off at all. Can I do it without that? Even possible? Okay, so now that's locked in. Ah, got it. So I can turn it. Hey! And it's loose. Okay, so that should, fingers crossed, in theory, be all the bolts I need to crack loose. Whew. Top. Alright, so we got a rusty bolt there that I couldn't move. Is there a different angle I can attack this with? I got a new tool. This will hopefully help me cut off that rusted bolt and remove the exhaust bracket at the very least. So got some metal carbide cutting stuffs. I guess that's technically upside down, but I don't know if I have a lot of room to begin with. So something to 12, okay. That's loud. Cool. So new day, so let's sweep a little bit. Some of this crud out from under here. We're gonna try to just go for it, I guess. I don't feel like I'm missing much. Right, I put the transmission on this earlier so it wasn't sagging so much, or had all the weight on that part. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see it, but it's this bolt right in here that needs cut out. So do I even have room to shove this in here? Alright, come on. That may or may not work. I don't know. Can I attack it from this angle? That's actually the battery's kind of in the way, but that might work. It won't cut straight, but it definitely cut into it. So this you can flip around. This light is not actually in a good spot for this. Okay. Try my best to control this. That was hard to control and really loud. It's cut through part of it. Not as violent as the angle grinder, but definitely still harder to keep control over. That might work. Okay. Definitely cutting through the nut. Maybe a little bit of the stud. It's hard to see what I'm doing, and when it slips, I don't know if it went through or not. Bit some of it. Oh my word, that's hard to hold on to. Shakes like crazy. So that popped it over. Oh, there it is. There's part of it. Trying to make it land in my mouth apparently. Yeah, that's practically welded together now. Kind of warm. don't know if I'm pushing against the bolts or against the car at this point. Helping. It definitely turned. It's definitely still in there, but it's turned. Spray a little bit of the stuff in there. See if this can turn it. Nope, it won't reach. Ta-da! Chopped off the end of it, so we need to get a new one of these, or something similar. Make sure it comes out and stuff. Why is this still stuck? Okay. I have some persuasion tools. Let's see if I can persuade this out of the way. Let's try prying first. Oh, that might have just worked. Alright, Light, I need you again. I still need you. Please come back. Please. Okay. Still in the way. I don't want to bend up this bracket too much. The problem is I don't know if it would go back on easily. Okay, that's now wide open. Can I shift this out of the way? Can I put the light somewhere useful and it not fall or shine in my face? The real challenge is to being a mechanic. Can you steady the light? Alright, so this now slide out of the way-ish. And then this. Oh, nope, there it goes. Cool. Looks like, yeah, that washer was welded on here, so there's no loosening this side. That was spot welded on. And the bracket's free! Woo! I guess we can go back to taking out the supporting bolts for the transmission. Where's my short 17? We'll just make a new. I'm right. Oh, gotta re-brake that one, I guess. Alright. So it's nut in the front, bolt in the back. It's a 10. I don't know what happened there, but we're back. I don't know how long I was gone. Doesn't appear to be too long. Hopefully still got almost everything. So I'm down to the last two bolts. Gonna put the jack under there, support the weight of the transmission. Remove the last two bolts and then remove the transmission. But before I do that, I wanted to put this stuff in so that I know where things are. So that's the layout. We got 2 more bolts. I forget which side this is on. I'll have to double check before I remove it. Let's see, jack. Jack is over there. Alright. So I imagine most of the weight's gonna be around here. Is that pretty centered? So still need room to get this bolt out. So that should now be supporting a lot of the transmission. Let's remove the harder to reach bolt up there from the other side. So this side. This one is below. Okay, so it goes below that one. Alright. Oh, that was a nut. Not a bolt. Alright, there's a loose nut somewhere. Which means that's a free, yep, there it is. So loose bolt, and this one goes under the other one. Alright, let me go ahead and put this in here. So this bigger one goes under the smaller one, and it goes in that way. And the nut's somewhere under there, I gotta grab it. Okay. And then there's one more bolt that goes right there. So this last one I hope is removable with all the stuff in the way here. I have an 18, might be enough to move it. It's really 17 though. Sorry, that was loud. Okay, yeah. Since I'm loosening and not tightening, this should be good enough to move it. But this is the last fastener holding it securely and safely. So now it's out. It's the bottom right. Alright, let's stay on the... There it goes. Okay. Free. That's loose. I think it's just getting stuck on the exhaust. Those lines, maybe? Oh, maybe. Exhaust and the subframe. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to put this back in there. Oh, got it. Okay, she's free. Oh, she's heavy. She's on my lap. Okay. Can we set you on the ground, please? Get off me, please. Thank you. Okay. She's free. But at what cost? Oh, let's take a look at the damage here. So I think we rubbed against these lines here. It just seems to be superficial damage. probably spray paint over that with some strong paint to make sure it doesn't rust. But I think those lines will be fine. Yeah. And probably touch up that with some paint. Keep it from rusting. Cool. And there's the clutch assembly. Oh, that's probably not good. That's loose. I don't think that's supposed to be that loose. Dirty. All right. Okay, that was exhausting. I can't imagine having to put it back. Just one thing at a time. Okay. Oh, there's the nut. So let's not lose this. This goes on this one. There it is. And again, it's a manual transmission, so it could be a he because you got the stick back there for the output, you know. Alright, we didn't damage any of this, did we? Like the boot here, maybe? Nah, the boot looks fine. Okay. These connectors look alright. So the plan is pop this in a car, take to my parents' place, and scrub it, clean off really good. And then bring it back here so I can work on it. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. Cool. Let's see. It definitely has grease everywhere. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it might be a little loud. So yeah, I'm gonna replace a lot. So that bearing's gonna get replaced. I think I might as well just get a new clutch while I'm at it. So at the very least, if I can't rebuild this myself, I can get a shop to do it probably for me. Hopefully for cheaper because I got it out of the car already. I don't know. I'm gonna try and do it myself. Or the clutch assembly here. So yeah, there's a bearing here that's just loose. I don't think it's supposed to be. Although I might have popped it out with moving the transmission around like that. 14, yep. Okay, so let's grab this bolt. Put it back here. Whoop. Alright, so it should be free. Okay. And there's the flywheel. No lip on it, so that'd be a good flywheel. I don't know, should I replace it with a lighter one? So this was loose in there. Sounds crusty. I believe this was for the flywheel, so that actually, the flywheel will probably have to come out for that anyways. Clutch actually has a lot of material left on it, looks like. I think. This doesn't seem bad. Actually, it looks pretty healthy, other than that bearing. I might reuse it. I only have so much money. Only have so much money. Alright, well, we can deal with that later. It's a 19. It's going to sneeze, then it went away. Oh, there she is. Okay. Let's take the flywheel out of here. That's some mass to it. That's what, maybe 20 pounds, I would imagine. Maybe 25. Whew. Got about this thing. Someone had the interesting idea to not use this, and they replaced it with this, I think. I'll figure it out later. It's like a rubber vent thing. Interesting. So I took this home, or took it to my parents' place, cleaned it off with like engine degreaser. I can't listen to myself and talk at the same time. That's weird. Then it rained like 5 minutes later. Like really rained, like hard. Then went back out, rinsed it off, and then put some of that purple cleaner stuff you can get at like AutoZone or whatever, and let that sit for a while. Rinsed that off, put more of it on. Used my drill with a brush attachment thing. Rinsed that off and actually got it really nicely clean. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. So I can definitely start taking this apart and not have to worry about getting a whole bunch of grime anywhere. I don't really have a bench, so that's gonna be my, like a floor table, I guess. I'll set it on a couple of things, maybe at least a little bit off the ground. I have a feeling the linkage might be broken, so I have to check all that. I haven't really ordered any parts yet because I want to make sure this is even feasible for me. So yeah, just want to make sure I can do this before I order a whole bunch of parts that I may or may not need. But this is the 6-speed, and the parts for it are more expensive apparently, so that's a thing. Oh wait, this is the vent. And what's this? I have no, maybe this is a grommet? I don't know. So we're gonna find all that out, but hopefully after all this is done, this will actually shift into more than 3rd and 4th gear. And a lot of what I'm about to have to do is reading, looking up stuff online in the forums, make sure I disassemble this correctly and able to put it back together correctly. I think that'll be it for tonight. I have some things to figure out, so I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining. I'll see you again real soon.